The summer of 2007, Katie Smith was 21, spending time in Youngstown, New York with her dad, working 2 jobs before finishing up her last year of nursing school. Funny, outgoing, and popular, Katie had the world at her feet. And I suppose you can say she still does, or at least now, at her wheels. On July 1st, 2007, Katie was driving home from a long day. She worked 2 shifts, hung out with friends, and was exhausted. Just 5 miles from her house, she fell asleep behind the wheel.
I did wake up upside down. I remember being really scared, not knowing what was going on. The turn signal, just sort of indicator lights going off.
Life flighted to Erie County Medical Center, she was rushed to surgery, and her family learned the news.
Thinking that she may or may not survive, that she's in such bad shape.
She had broken her neck and injured her spinal cord.
I remember a doctor coming in, a neurologist, who came in to sort of evaluate me, did a bunch of different tests, and I believe what she said to me was how I was then was how I would stay.
She's now a quadriplegic. For the next 4 months, Katie would go through intense therapy and grueling surgeries that took their toll on Katie's spirit.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want visitors. It was hard to accept the fact that I'd caused this.
4 months later, she was released, and her entire way of life had changed.
Every day I come into a new situation where, okay, well I can't do it like that anymore, so how am I going to do it?
Hardest is to seeing her suffer, to seeing her depressed and seeing her not be able to do what she wants to do.
But Katie didn't stop doing things. She changed careers, from nursing to teaching, from driving a car with her feet to doing it all with her hands, and from playing her favorite sport, soccer, to a new one, quad rugby.
Just such an exhilarating feeling, just finally just moving around, really just doing something in a group of people that are like you.
The Pittsburgh Steel Wheelers play hard. The sound of crashing steel is heard constantly, and Katie's no exception, even if she is the only girl on the team.
She's a lot lighter than I am, but she's not scared to take hits like anybody.
Katie just fit in right away. Doesn't take any crap from any of them, dishes it out.
The guys come from all over. Each has a story just like Katie's. A car crash, a fight, an ATV accident, and now all brought together for the love of the sport. Rick joined the team this year. His injury is from diving into a pool in 2008.
I love it. There's not a single sport in a wheelchair like it, and we're also the most physical sport that there is.
And though the sport is tough, the players think of it as a form of therapy.
I would probably have more bad days than I have now, because rugby is just a physical release.
To be around this group of people, they've taught me a lot about being in my chair.
Without even saying a word, Katie's message is clear. She's living proof. No matter how many hits you take, life is what you make it.
It's going to be all right, and I can still do things, and I'm still going to have a life, and I better start working.